tuned in to Tent Talks. Now let's get lifted and take a shot. You are now tuned in.
Cheers. Jeez. This feels so weird because like it feels like we haven't done this in so long.
I know. It feels so foreign. Okay, these are going to give me a headache. That was just for the intro.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like we have similar prescriptions. I feel like
No
maybe
way.
a little bit minus for you. Maybe like you're not as bad. But
Happy Halloween, everybody.
happy Halloween, guys. How's it going? We hope you guys are having a good one. Thank you guys so much for joining episode 46 of Tent Talks. I know that today is not only Halloween, but Sunday, so you know a lot of people are gonna be busy. But here we are, ready for the show. And Rylee and I, again, last minute, we couldn't really think. We didn't have time to get costumes, and then also we're kind of the shit got expensive after a while. I feel like we can't spend another $100 on costumes anymore. But so you know we didn't really have any ideas of what to do, and then last minute I was like, let's just dress like each other. So Rylee was down, and I was like, all right, let's do it.
I was
And
like, fuck it, it'll be comfy.
obviously, this is not like an OG shirt of mine, but this is something I love to wear now. Well,
This is Yuri's new drip.
yep, I haven't actually wore it out yet, to be honest. But this is Rylee's favorite, one of her favorite sweaters.
And of course, we had to put the scrunchie with the hair back.
But yeah, I'm Rylee for Halloween.
And I'm Yuriy.
Either
I
way.
didn't shower for a week to prepare for this.
Oh wow, thanks a lot. Thanks. I was trying to get her to put on the Asspizza jeans, but she didn't want to for some reason. But yeah, here we are. Another episode of Tent Talk. It feels so weird after
Yeah,
not doing this
what's
for
up?
2 weeks. Like our rhythm was off or something like that.
I know. We have like a lot to actually
Talk about?
talk about.
Oh yeah, I
'Cause-
know. We actually kind of do.
What should we start with?
I was trying to think about it.
Should we start with the whole last week?
We did not get a chance. Like, for example, for my birthday, when we went to San Diego, like right before my birthday, we did an episode of 10 Talks, and then we got to tell everyone what the plan was, and then we got to tell everyone like what happened when we came back. So this one, we weren't able to do episode 10 Talks before we left, so we couldn't like, you know, really explain what the, you know, whole idea was or reveal it. But we get to talk about what we did for basically, it feels like the weekend, but it was like the past 3 days.
Yeah.
It's something that Rylee's been wanting. Well, you guys already probably saw it on our Instagrams, but it's something that Rylee's been wanting to do for a long time already. She's brought up the idea of going to Joshua Tree for a while, and Rylee, to be honest, is the person that kind of started the whole birthday gift trip thing. So I feel like we just keep doing it back to back, like who's gonna take who where type situation. But either way, we went to Joshua Tree. It was hella fun. We have tons of shit to tell you guys, but I just want to tell you guys that that's what we did. How'd you like it?
I fucking loved it. It was amazing. There was just
I keep picking my belly button. Sorry, guys.
really. Why are you so distracted?
Oh, you're distracted. You're not saying anything.
Well, it was really fun. We did a bunch of different things. We got to see the national park.
Oh yeah.
Our Airbnb. Like, we can talk about all of it. What should we talk about? How we like when we first got there?
Okay.
Pretty much, it took us forever to get there when it was
Yeah.
supposed to be like a 2-hour trip.
Basically, okay. So here was the. God damn, my hair. It's falling out. This shit's.
Oh, it's just like me.
Jesus Christ! I know. I really am
Just
you.
like me.
But either way, so basically, I was keeping this a secret from Rylee because you know I just didn't want. I wanted to surprise her, like this was going to be the gift, basically, and I didn't tell her until the day before. But I asked ahead of time for her to get 2 days off work and for me as well, so that we can go take this trip. And we left on Thursday, her birthday. And when I was planning this trip, I had to ask for the 2 days off, Thursday and Friday. But then as I was planning the trip, I was realizing that like, oh, Joshua Tree is 3 hours away from Los Angeles, and I was thinking like 3 hours is not that bad, but I also didn't want to, you know, be driving hella long during your birthday. So I was trying to think of like a way we could do it any other way, but this was like basically the only option. And it was supposed to be a 3-hour trip, but it turned into like a 5-hour journey. Yeah, a 5-6 hour journey.
But the thing is my birthday was on a Thursday, so it was kind of like we had to. That was probably like the latest day we could get off of work.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And I feel like a lot of
It was
people,
fine.
I feel like a lot of people celebrate their birthdays on the weekends. You know what I mean? Like it's rare, not rare, but it's not that often that your birthday falls on a weekend.
Yeah. Plus,
So-
we made a bunch of stops, so
Yeah, exactly.
it was fine. We had fun.
But yeah, either way, I've never been to Joshua Tree. Riley's never been there
No.
either. And I don't know if you guys are from LA or you guys have heard of Joshua Tree before. You probably know like you know what it's all about. But basically, if you guys haven't heard about this place before, to me, my perspective of Joshua Tree is everyone who lives in Los Angeles, which is like basically a super big city. It's like as in a city as you can get. And the people who live in Los Angeles who want to get like a little experience of nature but don't want to do the full thing, they'll go to Joshua Tree. And also the people who like to be like all spiritual and like stuff like that. And apparently there's like alien sightings out there as well. But it's a lot of people who go to Joshua Tree, you could probably compare them to someone like a hippie, where like, a lot of people who are very woke and like, I don't know, like to take psychedelics and like that type of situation. Obviously not everyone is like that out there, but that's like kind of like the main vibe you get.
Very simple living.
A lot of vegetarian food, a lot of like, it's like I guess the best word to describe it without trying to be, respectfully, it's kind of like what's the name for those people that live in Silver Lake? It's like the new word for a hippie. God damn it, I can't think of the word. Jesus Christ. It's like what do you call a dude with like a man bun?
Hipster?
Hipster. There you go. It's I would say Joshua Tree is like a hipster's getaway, where like they can get away from the city and pretend they're in nature for a little bit type situation.
Yeah.
That's what I would compare it to.
Yeah, because it's literally like in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly. But
since we took so long to get there, we got into Joshua Tree and it was already dark.
it was like, yeah, the sun was already setting.
And Yuri had booked our Airbnb before, so I had no clue like where it was, but he was telling me like, oh, it says like once you get there you're gonna have to travel for a little bit on like an unpaved road.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell you that it's like that long of a journey. Like in the instructions it told me, it just says that like the driveway is made out of dirt and there's no lamps or anything. So basically it just says like, it's gonna be dark and there's no cement. But like Rylee said, we got there like around the time the sun was setting, and there is like a cement road that curves through the desert and stuff like that, and then you have to just turn onto this like dirt patch, and it's so fucking bumpy and like fucked up. It's like you can only drive 5 miles per hour. If you don't want to fuck up your car, you have to drive like 5 miles per hour, and then you have to drive like that for like 10 minutes deeper and deeper into the desert, only on the dirt road until you pull off. And then the actual place, I was telling Rylee, like it reminds me of like some Bachelorette scene, you know what I mean, like where they get to go on a romantic date or something like that. Like it looks like one of those places.
It was so pretty, so secluded, and it was pretty cool because when you walked in, it was like a main house with a kitchen and a living room. And then as soon as you just walk past the door, there's 3 like separate suites, I guess you would call it, rooms.
Yeah, rooms.
And so 3 people obviously can rent out the place at a time, but everybody gets to share the kitchen in the main house, and there's a fire pit in the back too that everybody gets to share. And when we first got there was a man that we met.
So when Rylee and I first parked up, it was already dark. And then we were like, bro, it's hella dark. And then we got to the front door, and we couldn't figure out the front door situation. And it wasn't even locked. You could just, like, push it open. We pushed it open, and, like Rylee was saying, you go immediately into the living room kitchen situation. To the left, there's, like, a private door. It just says private. And then there's, like, a door that leads to the backyard, basically. And the backyard is where those 3 rooms are. And the 3 rooms are, like, right next to each other, separated by a thin-ass wall. And right outside the rooms are a couple tables, and we see this like old dude like named Mark, and he's just like eating salad or some shit, and he's just like being hella nice. He was like telling us how to open our door and shit. He was hella cool,
Yeah, he was cool.
Super cool the first day.
At first.
And the first night was hella cool. I had no idea it came with the fireplace. Like the picture, it's so hard to tell what things look like through pictures, you know. But had no idea it came with the fireplace. Had no idea it came with the hammock. That was really cool.
Not only that, but they set it up for you where there's perfectly chopped wood, a whole box full of like things how to start.
We didn't even know that though.
Items to start a fire with.
Yeah.
And it was just so nice. It was probably the coolest Airbnb I've ever stayed at. It's in the middle of Joshua Tree, so you're just surrounded by the whole desert. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but like I tried to do a live stream while we were out there. The live stream has like 700 views on it, so hella people like try to click on it. But it's like a 5-minute video of me trying to live stream in the room, and it's like the worst quality. It's hella choppy and all this stuff. And I told Rylee, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna be able to live stream. I don't have service. So we tried to live stream on Rylee's phone the first night we got there, and we went out to the fireplace. And what's funny is like first we noticed the fireplace, and we were like, oh, I wonder if you could do a fire here. We turned around, we're like, yo, there's a bunch of wood. And then we're like, yo, let's go grab a lighter and some magazines. And then we see the box. We're like, oh, perfect, a box. And then we opened the box, and it was like a box full of fire starting materials, like these tiny pieces of wood soaked in like flammable liquid that like are fire starters. There was liquid. What was that? The liquid fluid. I don't know, like some lighter fluid. Like everything you would need to start a fire. And Rylee went live on her IG live. I'm not sure if you guys were there, but that show was hella fun. But it took us like 30 minutes to start the fire, dude. It was so
crazy.
hard.
It was because we didn't.
We need better techniques. I feel like.
Because the homeboy had.
I feel like no, we it's kind of like we like loosened up the pickle jar for him. Like when he came, he already had hella like half burned wood. That's and like true. It was all ready. You know what I mean? Like he just had to kind of throw a match on it type situation. That's true. But we didn't even get to that point yet.
Yeah, I know. There's so much to say.
I know exactly. But just to let you guys know, this was Rylee's birthday trip, so I didn't want to spend too much time like vlogging and like worrying about other stuff. I just wanted to spend the time like hanging out. And but we did vlog I would say like most of the trip, and we are gonna be posting that vlog on Patreon, and like probably like a week or two later we'll post it on YouTube, but it'll be a Patreon exclusive for like a week or two, the vlog of Rylee and ours trip. But yeah, the show was fucking hella fun. We ended up basically spending the first night chilling by the campfire, smoking, chilling. We woke up the next day, got breakfast. We went to a old school salon. Rylee didn't post all the pictures we took, but we went to this like old salon that's like, what era is that from? Like 60s or 50s?
It was like a mix. It was like throughout time.
Oh, really?
It was kind of like a timeline because they had like modern stuff from the 90s, but stuff from like
it was a
the
museum,
40s almost. I feel like
super old.
There was
stuff. Like
it was so cool.
What are they called? Hair dryers? So that hand hair dryer thing you have, the blow dryers. Dude, they had these like old school ass looking blow dryers. The gnarliest thing I didn't post on Instagram yet, but you guys will see in the vlog for sure. Is they have this one? I'm sure you guys have seen this thing where girls will like get their hair done. They'll sit in a chair and they'll put like a bowl over their head that dries their hair. They have another machine where it's like a bowl that like kind of sits a little bit above your head, and it has like 50 wires connected to these coils. It looks like a fucking octopus with like 50 arms, and those coils all get electrically heated up, and like you basically make curls out of them. It looked like the most gnarliest, most dangerous shit ever, dude.
Definitely. That's why they are no longer in existence.
Exactly. It looked too complicated too, like so expensive. It looked
like a torture device.
It literally I can't wait till you guys see this shit. Like I've never seen anything like it.
But yeah, that was cool. There was like really cute museum-y things.
One thing I gotta say is when I was doing like hella research trying to plan our trip of what we're gonna do and stuff, and one thing I thought like when I was doing my research, it seemed like Joshua Tree was like a really small place, like no one really is out there type situation. But when we went out there, I would you've never been to Big Bear, but I would compare it kind of to like Big Bear, where it's like there's still tons of shit there. You know what I mean? There's like a post office, there's libraries, there's like everything you would have in a city. There's Jack in the Box, Burger King, all that stuff. But it's just located in the middle of a fucking desert. It's so strange. But I don't know. Like I should we talk too much about the first day? I feel like you guys could see in the vlog. But we went to a bunch of restaurants. We went hiking. We went to the national park. We saw the boulders there.
It was crazy.
It was super cool. Honestly. Yeah, that part is like the most interesting, is going through the national park, where it's weird. Like at one point you're driving, you just see hella Joshua trees, very flat land, and then out of nowhere there's just like these like, it just looks like bubbling up boulders. You know what I mean? Like all these like random spots where just like a bunch of crazy looking boulders, and the boulders, the way they're formed, like in my understanding, when you see rocks that are smoothly formed like that, it usually means water. You know what I mean? Like water's been going over it for a long time. So when I saw those rocks, I was like, feels like this whole shit was underwater at one point. But I don't know. I didn't see any information about that. But anyway, there was like a bunch of boulders. Then we kept going towards the end of the park. There's a Chola garden where like all these random cactuses pop up. It looks so cool and interesting.
Yeah.
You never see shit like that out here.
Never. Not even like when you even just go on a normal hike, it's just completely different.
Yeah, right.
A desert area is just, it hits differently. Oh my god, Lola just
Fell? You okay, Lola?
She just did a flip.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus, are you okay, Lola? She landed right on her feet though.
Yeah.
She's good. She's chilling. But I don't know. Like I feel like when you start talking about all this nature stuff, it seems like hella like I don't know, cringy almost. But like it just really I can't explain any
cool
better than yeah, just really cool to look at. Basically, just experience. You know. But the other thing that you know a lot of people always talk about when you go out in the middle of the desert, and Rylee and I definitely noticed it, is the fucking stars you see at night. It's shit's so insane.
Yeah.
It's like Rylee said that when we came back the other day, she was like doing laundry and she like took a second to look up into the sky because it was dark, and she said she saw no stars. But like when we were chilling by the campfire, bro, it was so crazy. Like
I've never seen like stars like that.
Really?
Ever.
Even up in the bay, I feel like up in the bay there's certain areas where like it would be you could see some stars.
Sometimes, but not like that. That was like the whole sky was
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It was so insane. And I was telling Rylee that we, you know, it looked amazing. We saw so many stars, but I'm not sure if this is like, because I'm this memory is from me like being a little kid when I visited Russia when I was like 7 or 8 years old. But I literally remember when I went to Russia, and in my village, like we went to Joshua Tree. Joshua Tree is like 3 hours away from Los Angeles, so there's still tons of light pollution all around Joshua Tree. We still, you know, can see the stars, but there's tons of light pollution blocking shit out. But my village in Russia is like days away from the nearest city. It's like in the middle of like a forest. You know what I mean? Like a lot of Russia is just like rural ass land. And I remember like when I was a kid looking up in the sky in Russia, and it was like I couldn't see a dark spot in the sky almost. It was like so many fucking stars. It was like what we saw in Joshua Tree, like almost like times 10 or some shit like that. It was so crazy.
Oh my god.
And like you forget to you know, like I don't really think about it because you don't really see the stars that often.
Imagine it getting even crazier than that.
We're gonna get to it, but we were talking with that one guy. We were like, imagine all the lights in the world were just turned off for like half an hour. Imagine what you would see. It'd be crazy. And
Some weird ass shit.
the one thing that okay, so should we just get to it about the dude?
Yeah. Okay. Pretty much we
Spent the whole day, yeah, had fun, chilled or whatever. And then that night, first we pulled up home to drop off like s'more supplies and change to go get dinner. And then when we pulled up, we noticed that old guy we ran into, his car was already there. So we're like, okay, that old guy's still here. But then when we pulled up to the parking lot, when we returned to the house from like, you know, going to the park and like doing all that stuff during the day, when we came back home, we pulled up to the parking lot, we see a fucking red Mustang in the parking lot. And immediately Rylee and I are just like, it's gonna be a bunch of like for some reason I saw a red Mustang and I started thinking football players, cooler Bud Lights and, you know, coolers and loud music or whatever. And I was just thinking like they're for sure by the campfire. And then because we were planning to go to the campfire because we had s'mores and shit, so we walk inside the house and then we see the campfire is lit, but we don't see who's over there. We just see it's lit and we're like,
they're there.
We're like, damn it. But we were like, fuck it, because we're still gonna get dinner and all that stuff. So we changed, went to go get dinner.
Yuri's even like, they're gonna be gone by the time we get back.
Because it'd be so long. Because we took like 3 hours, like taking our time.
You're right.
We came back like literally like 3 hours later. We took our sweet old time, and it takes a long time to get around there. Came back like 3 hours later. The fire's still lit, and it's like 8 or 9 p.m. and it's our last night there, and it was our plan to kick it by the fire. So I told Rylee, I was like, dude, this is, you know, all amenities are shared. So I was like, let's just go over there and just tell them like we want to chill by the fire too.
He's like, they're gonna get uncomfortable and they're gonna leave.
That's what I said. I was like, we're gonna go there, chill, and they're gonna get weirded out and dip. No, let's stop. But it ended up being completely opposite.
When we went around the corner.
It
was not.
We see this. He looked Filipino.
Yeah, he looked Filipino.
But we see this dude, like barefoot dude, and looked like he had like a bottle of wine next to him, and he's like chilling by the fire. And I'm just like, yo, he's one guy, and we're just like, yo, you mind if we, you know, chill by the fire with you? And he has like an Australian. I thought it was a UK accent, but
At first, me too.
But it's an Australian accent. He just goes like, oh, I can't replicate, but he's like, yeah, I don't mind at all. Like, go ahead, sit down. And then Rylee and I just sit down, and it's like me and Rylee and this dude. And then we just start chilling and talking. And then a couple minutes into the conversation, Rylee and I noticed this dude's like on shrooms or something. This was like on acid, but not in a bad way. Like I don't want to make this guy seem bad or like sketchy, but you could just tell that he's having an experience. You know what I mean, of some sort. And then we just started talking to him. We realized he's Australian, but he lives in Colombia now, and he hates Australia. Never wants to return. And it was a very, very interesting conversation we had with him. But then he started like asking me hella questions about us, and he's like, "What do you guys do?" Like blah blah, all this stuff. And what was weird is like there was hella moments during the conversation where I started feeling uncomfortable because he would ask something about Rylee and I, like, "What do you guys do?" or whatever, and I'd tell him like, "Oh, we do YouTube videos or something like that." And he's like, and he would start asking detailed questions about it, like, "How many people watch?" or "What do you guys do?" And I would just like, I always have this thing where like I don't want to be like, "We have this many blah blah blah," or anything like that. So I was just like, "Oh yeah, like we just hit 11,000 subscribers," and he was so like hyped and supportive. He was just like, "That's amazing." He's like, 11,000.
He's like, "How incredible!"
Yeah, literally, that's what he said. He was like,
"How incredible that you guys have the opportunity."
Exactly.
And I'd be like, "Are we in a movie right now?"
I know,
He is an actor.
But he would go on for like a minute just hyping us up, and I would like in my head I'd be like, "Fuck, is this conversation just us and Rylee just talking about like how awesome we are," or something like that? And I would continue trying to ask questions about him, and he would not answer like some of them. He would just like go on with these like philosophical answers where I'm just like, "Huh? What?"
He's definitely.
And he'll come back to us again.
I know. He would dodge the questions.
But it was really interesting. What's sad is I always like to talk to people from other countries about just because I'm curious. You mean like we'll live in completely different places type shit. He said he was from Australia, but he lives in Colombia, and he was basically talking about how he's very disappointed and upset with Australia because of their like COVID mandates. He was talking about how they really fucked over a lot of people, where there was basically when COVID just struck and Australia was like, "That's it, we're not letting any more foreigners in, and we're not letting any of our citizens out." Apparently there was like 50,000 Australians that were traveling at the time for different reasons of their own, like either vacations, business, or whatever. And all 50,000 of those people were told like, basically, you guys got to return immediately. They were given the option to return immediately, or if you guys like where you are, you guys got to stay there until, who knows how long, and then you might be able to return. Yeah. And then he was basically saying that even after you wait that period of time, like, for you to return, they make it such a difficult, like, inconvenient, difficult process. And also, he was saying that once you do return, there's, like, a new stigma in Australia where Australians just don't fuck with people. They're, like, so... it is justified, but they're just so fucking terrified of this virus that they're just like, they don't fuck with foreigners. They don't like the idea of some dude leaving and coming back or whatever. And he was just basically saying, he's like, the vibes all changed. And he's like, they really fucked over a lot of people. And he's like, I'm not fucking returning to that place. And he lives in Colombia now, which is really interesting.
He's like, no, that place isn't for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I would be like, oh my God, this is so dramatic.
What's funny is after before he told us that he didn't like Australia anymore, he was asking Rylee and I about where we were from, and Rylee was like talking about how she was from the Bay, and he was like, would you ever want to go back to live up there? And Riley's like, no. She's like, I don't think so. And then he's like, huh, like, why not? Like, it seemed like he was kind of like shocked or not weirded out, but like just surprised by the fact that you wouldn't want to go back to the place you were born and grew up. And then I was like, I thought it was funny and kind of like ironic that he was like, don't fuck with Australia, even though I grew up there. And I was like, cool, a lot of people, I feel like they don't like their home places, Yeah. Eventually, they get tired of it.
They just want to move, go somewhere new.
But I don't know.
Either you like always want something new, or you hate change.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the grass is always greener on the other side, type shit. Where you always want to like find something different type situation. Yeah. But our conversations with this guy were so fucking deep, and we were sitting there for like 2 hours talking with him. There was so many funny. Dude, one of the funniest parts was it was really dark out there, and like I brought 2 joints out with us, and we chilled, smoked both joints, talked with him, and then I was like, "Yo, Rylee, you want to go like take a shot?" She's like, "Yeah," and then we would leave to go take a shot, and then roll up a joint, then we would come back, and then after that joint was finished, we chilled for a minute. Then I was like, hey Rylee, like you want to go take another shot? And then she's like, yeah, I'm down. And then we're like, yo, we're gonna go take a shot and roll another joint. We'll be back in a second. And then he goes, what do you mean by shot? And then I was like so confused because I was like, what else could it mean, right? And I was like, what do you think we mean? And then he's like, well, you know, people have different terms. I forgot what he said, but he basically thought we were doing heroin.
Yeah, I was like, oh God, no, please.
And what's funny is like we had already left like 3 times saying
Taking
we're gonna go
shots.
take a shot and we'll be back. We're gonna go take a shot, we'll be back. And then on the 3rd time he's like, what do you mean by shot? And I was like, what do you mean? What do you think we mean by shot? And he was like, sounds like you're going to go shoot up or something like that. And we're like, no, we're like,
dude.
bro, we're like, we're gonna go take a fucking drink of alcohol. We're like, it's called a shot where you pour
It
some
was like
alcohol.
Tito's. Tito's vodka,
I was
alcohol.
like, bro. And then what's funny is like when we told him, no, it's just alcohol. He's like, oh no. He's like, not that I would look at you any differently for doing
I
that.
know, I was
He's
like, oh
bro,
boy.
that show's so funny. But honestly, I'm not. That's the type of person I would expect to run into in Joshua
Yeah.
Tree. You know,
He was cool.
very
We were
open-minded
meant
and
to
chill.
meet him.
I know exactly. But I was telling Rylee last night, we were like kicking it and talking, and I was telling her, I was like, you know, obviously because we're in the fucking city, you can go to a bar, and I guess you can go to a bar and like chat with people, you know, like random people and stuff like that. But like I've never experienced something like that where we literally just went to a campfire that was meant for, you know, whoever lived nearby, a communal thing. And then we just went to the campfire. There was like a dude there. And we just ended up having like a really cool 3-hour conversation. I learned about Australia. We learned about Colombia. He told us a bunch of shit about Colombia, like how crazy it is to live out there. And it was just so interesting. And I was telling Rylee, I was like, dude, like I kind of like that. Like that, honestly, I'm not going to do it, but that kind of made me like the idea of like traveling. You know what I mean? Just like going around, staying at, you know, hostels and stuff like that. Just like experience shit.
I'm down to travel. The hostel shit scares me though.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ooh.
You know what's scary though is like,
They made a scary movie called Hostel.
you know what's funny is like in America we think of hostels as like, oh man, that's where people be doing drugs. Like we think of hostels as very gnarly, sketchy, right? But in like Europe and
It's
other
hella
places,
normal.
hostels are like motels or hotels. They're known to be like nice places to sleep. And I remember when I used to work on the boulevard at Starline, normal ass people would be coming up to me going like, hey, I'm looking for this hostel, and I would know which ones they're talking about. They're like ones located on Hollywood Boulevard, and like the only people I know going there are like homeless people to go shoot up type situation. And I'd be like, you're staying at that hostel? Like, holy
God,
fuck,
no.
dude, good luck, bro. It's so funny. We don't give a like what even is a
They're not.
hostel out here? You know what I mean? Like, is it a motel? Like, I don't even.
It's like, isn't it a communal room where you guys are like
It-
all sleeping
some
on
of them,
bunks?
yeah, some of them can be like that. I think the one that's on Hollywood Boulevard is like that.
I'm pretty sure a lot of them in other countries are like that.
Really? But you could probably trust people in other countries.
How can you?
You know, you know what else I was telling Rylee that I really enjoyed about Joshua Tree is when we went to the fireplace. We discovered the fireplace. There's a bunch of chopped firewood. There's a box full of like, you know, fire starting supplies, just like tons of it, right? And then when we went to that Chola Gardens place, it's like basically a Chola is like a cactus of some sort, and it's like a giant cactus garden where you could walk through it, and it tells you that these cactuses are super fucked up. Where if you accidentally if you accidentally like brush by it, this cactus is super prickly, and it's also super fragile. Where as soon as you touch it, it sticks into you, and a piece of it breaks off. And then you're like, oh, fuck, this hurts. You try to take it off, and then it sticks to whatever you touch. It continues putting needles and sticking into you everywhere. And, like, basically, it's, like, a very difficult, painful process to get this bitch off. And at this garden, there's, like, an ammo box sitting. I just, like, we were walking back
Also,
to the car.
the reason we know that is because the
The
guy that we
dude.
were talking to had that situation.
Yeah,
happen
exactly.
to him.
He was like, I was dripping blood. He was like, it's such a wonderful experience.
He said he had to take a flip-flop and rip out the thorn.
And then he said that the cactus with all the thorns was stuck to the flip-flop. And then
Yeah.
they didn't know how to get it off the flip-flop after
Yeah.
that.
That's why they had to use the flip-flop, because they tried to use it with their hand, and then it kept
Yeah,
stuck in their
exactly.
hand.
Dude. But anyways, when we were going back to the car at the Chola Gardens, I noticed on the floor there was an ammo box, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, why is there an ammo box here? And I opened it up, and it's and it was like like pliers to take needles out. It was like antibacterial cream. It was like basically a bunch of supplies to fucking heal yourself if you get fucked up with this garden and shit. And then last example I'm gonna give to before I get to the point is we went to like a museum, like outdoor museum. What was it called? The Art Queen. And there was like all these different sections, and there was this one section of the place where there's all these items that are sold, but everything's done in the honor system where it tells you the price and you just drop money in this box and you take the items, right? Yeah. And I was just thinking, like, Joshua Tree like has so much trust. Like, I feel like that trust isn't like, if people were abusing that trust, they would stop doing it already. You know what I mean? But it's just like the types of people that be out there and staying out there are trustworthy. You know what I mean? Like, it's like no one, all that shit would have been stolen in Hollywood, bro. Like,
For sure.
100%, dude.
Because it's a city that runs on people wanting to come out there and enjoy it, you know? And
super peaceful, like open-minded, yes. You know, vibrant people.
They're there because they want to be there, so.
But anyways, super fun experience.
It's really cool.
Yeah, really cool talking with that dude.
We don't even know his name.
That's what was fucked up is we sat down and the conversations. You remember that NPC dialogue video we watched with that Indian guy, and yes. He's like doing the interview where they're like, "What's your name?" He's like, "What's my name?" Yeah. And then he just goes on like a 10-minute thing.
That was that.
That was exactly what happened. We sat down. Hey, you mind if we sit by this campfire with you? Oh yeah, go for it. We sit down. I'm Yuriy. That's Rylee. Oh, what's your name? Oh,
Yuriy and Rylee.
Yeah, Yuriy and Rylee. What interesting. And then he starts talking about my name and that's it. We never figured out his name.
He was like, I'm chilling by the campfire with Yuriy and Rylee.
Yo,
he was
dude.
The best. Shout out to him.
The whole time we were sitting there, I just kept thinking, like, you guys would have enjoyed that so much.
Know.
I wish I had the service to go live. And honestly, I don't know, the fact that he's under drugs, like, maybe I would have told him. I feel like
he was keeping it together.
I feel like he would have been interested if I told him, like, hey, this is something that we just do where we go live and let people know what we're doing type shit. Like, we make it seem very chill and normal. I'm pretty sure he'd be up to it. And then it would be so funny to see him read the chat. They're just like, Australian bloke tripping off Molly.
Strip off the Bobby.
Yeah, strip off the Bobby tripping.
Oh my God.
Bro, you guys it would have been so funny. I wish we would have been able to live stream that.
Yeah, same. When we did live stream, it was fun though.
Yeah, it was hella fun. We both say but I was gonna say.
Sorry. What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say what we did the next day. Basically, how we got home hella quick. But what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that we should have started with why we didn't go on Tent Talks last week.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
We talked about the Halloween party, but we could talk about it now if you want to.
All right. Okay. So, guys, like every single episode of Tent Talks, it wouldn't be an episode of Tent Talks without an apology. So,
you know us,
guys. We are so sorry.
Apology.
We missed the last episode of Tent Talks, and if you guys, I'm pretty sure everyone who's in here was there during the Halloween party. Basically, we do Tent Talks every Sunday. Last Saturday, we threw the Halloween party. Hella people came through. Shout out to everyone who came through. It was hella fun. But Rylee got sick drunk. Like, she was like recovering really the whole next day. I got super drunk too. The house was a mess. We had to basically recover all by the time Rylee and I had it together, we were like, oh shit, like we feel better now. It was like 6-7 p.m. and we're like, we can't do Tent Talks. Like by the time we set up and do all this stuff, like it's gonna be too late. So that's why we could do Tent Talks, just because we went too ham with the Friday stream. But to be honest, Rylee did bring this. We shouldn't be missing episode of Tent Talks, but Rylee did bring this up that week. I did have, some extra time, and I went ham on the live streams where like I did like 5 or 4 live streams in a week, and I would love to be able to, continue doing that shit, but like, obviously like I have a full-time job and stuff, but it was just hella fun. Like I did the biking stream, did the talent show stream. Yeah. We need to send out the prize to T-Wade Productions this week. Yes, sir. We did the moderator stream. It was just hella fun. Like we just did like hella shit. It was super cool. But that's why I was just like, you know what? I feel like the people might understand that, we went super ham this whole week, super ham on Saturday, and we just couldn't
yeah.
pull it together for
They
Sunday.
definitely saw the party go down.
Exactly. Like
People were commenting, "What a ride!"
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
What a ride! But dude, the party was so fun. It was crazy about Uchies though.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, we said we are gonna talk about this on Tent Talks. Uchies, I'm sure a lot of you guys noticed he was like one of the last people to stay. And dude, I was like waiting with him until he got his Uber, and then finally his Uber's pulling up. He's like, "Yo, I'm about to dip." He dips, right? And it's late at night. It's already 1 a.m. Kind of creepy too, right? So it's like 1 a.m. Uchies leaves. I start fucking cleaning up White Claws and Trulies, like start like pouring out bottles, like throwing the cans away. And then 5 minutes later, I just hear like a knock on the door, and I literally get kind of scared or spooked. I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, what could that be?" And then I'm like thinking like, "Oh, it's Uchi's like ride got canceled. He has to order another one." So I'm like, "All right." I go to the door and it's Uchi. He's like, "Yo, dude, I forgot to give you your charger cable back." And I'm like, "Okay, thank you, Uchi's." I'm like, "All right, see you, dude. Have a good night." Uchi's leaves again. I go upstairs to check on Rylee, and I feel bad about this because Rylee was like so sweetly sleeping. She was like not even snoring, just like super chill sleeping, very calm. And then Rylee was still in her full costume, so I'm trying to wake her up so she I'm trying to wake Rylee up so she doesn't sleep in her costume and shit, you know, because how uncomfortable, so she could like just take it off, go to sleep normally. And I'm like trying to wake her up. I finally wake her up, and then as soon as her eyes open, she just goes, "I feel sick," and then just starts fucking vomiting, just instantly, and I immediately started thinking like, "Oh my god, I should have just let you sleep, dude. I should have not woke you up."
I'm glad you did.
I feel like you would have been fine.
You let me unleash the beast.
But I wake up Rylee. She starts fucking going ham vomiting. I'm like trying to help her, get a trash can for her, all this stuff. And then I hear a knock on the door again. And I'm like, "Oh my god, what is it this time?" I fucking run downstairs. It's Uchi's. And then one of my neighbors dressed in a fucking Jack Skellington costume, some white dude.
No,
and
he
then
was dressed in a costume.
yeah, he was dressed in a costume.
my
And then
God.
he's just like pointing at Uchi's. He's like, "Do you know this guy? Is this guy your friend?" And then Uchi's I don't even remember Uchi saying anything, but I'm like, "Yeah, dude." I'm like, "This is my homie." I'm like, "Bro, he just got his Uber. He's waiting outside for his Uber. Like, what the hell's going on?" And he's like, "Oh man," he's like, "this guy was standing outside, hella sus and sketchy, blah 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 blah," or something like that. And I was like, "I'm like, bro, you're tripping." I'm like, "Bro, this fool's waiting for his Uber. Like, what the fuck are you tripping about?" And then he immediately realizes he's like in the wrong and like he's tripping for no reason.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Dude," he's like, "my car just got broken into last night. I'm super paranoid, blah, blah. I saw this guy I didn't recognize, so I started questioning him." And then as he's like, I'm talking to this dude, and me and Uchi's right there, I'm talking to this dude, another neighbor who I don't recognize, she like pokes her head across the corner, like trying to look at me, see what's going on. And then I'm just like looking at her, like giving her a stink face, like, "What the fuck is like, what are you guys doing, dude?" And then they all realize they're just in the wrong, and they're just like, "Yo, sorry," and like fucking apologize to Uchi's, and like everyone leaves. And then I already felt bad. I'm like, "Yo, it's fucked up, dude." Like, you know, Uchi's was wearing shades and it was dark at night or whatever, but like
you can't just like pull people and
exactly
make them knock on a door.
100%.
Like
if it was like some fucking, if it was me
Like, they're
standing
little
out there,
kid.
they would have said nothing. You know what I mean? But the fact that Uchi's was there, they were like, "Oh, this guy looks sketchy" or whatever. And then what makes
So
it
wait, did that guy literally like say like, "Come with me," and prove that?
Uchi's didn't explain to me like how that happened, but I already was feeling bad about that. I texted Uchi's the next day and I was just like, "Yo, like sorry about that situation." He was like, "Yo, bro, yeah, it was fucked up." He was basically saying that they confronted him. He told them, "Guys, I'm waiting for an Uber. I just left my friend's Halloween party." And they told him that they don't believe him, that he broke into the dude's car. And then Uchi's is like, "Yo, I'll take you guys to the door" type of situation to prove or whatever. And then Uchi's was saying that during their whole conversation, other neighbors were like leaning out their window and opening their doors, going like, "Yeah, good job, you're calling them out, blah blah." And I was just like, "What the fuck is wrong with my neighbors, bro? Bunch of fucking like racist assholes, bro. Like what makes you guys feel like you're so righteous to fucking just assume immediately this guy is the fucking one?" You know what I mean?
Right.
It's fucking Saturday night. People are getting drunk at Halloween parties.
Everybody.
If
was
he can't
going
explain
out.
himself, you know, coherently, well, you know, maybe
Obviously,
you should just
we were
mind your own
having a
business.
party.
Exactly. This fool just came back from a party, obviously, or some shit
Yeah,
like
fuck
that.
that
Like,
guy.
bruh, That shit was hella.
Is he
up.
our next door neighbor?
No, I think he lives. I don't know where he lives, to be honest. I need to ask Uchies for more information, but I didn't recognize both those neighbors. There was like 3 neighbors outside. There's 3. I didn't see the last person, but I saw 3 people outside.
Yeah.
And Uchies. I was just like, bruh, that's fucked up. Poor Uchies. I'm sorry, Uchies, that you had to experience that. But also, I keep forgetting to fucking message Uchies, but he left his hat here. I need to return his hat to him.
He left it?
Yeah, his hat.
Oh my
Just
God.
by accident. He told me to wear it for a second. I forgot to give it back to him.
All right, Uchies, we got your hat.
Facts.
How were your other streams? I saw that you biked through a baseball game.
Oh yeah, that shit was hella fun. I really enjoyed them, but to be honest, I need to invest. Do you want to hit this?
No.
I need to invest more, like basically money into the live streaming thing. Where I need to. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can go to your cell provider, go to like AT&T or T-Mobile or Verizon, and you can buy these like mobile hotspot things that a lot of people buy them for their cars, but you can buy them. They give you hella better service. Like your phone already has like pretty good service, but this thing like kind of like doubles that, and you can carry these things around with you to like give you better internet, so you can have better connection and shit. So I think I need to buy one of those. I also need to buy like at least 1 or 2 Wi-Fi boosters to put around the house, because also during the Halloween party, one of the comments I saw was like, yo, Yuri, cool stream, but you should have paid more attention to your guests than us or whatever. And I wanted it to be a thing where the stream was just there and I could just hang out with people, but I kept having to deal with technical issues, like making sure it wasn't lagging and all that stuff. So that's definitely going to solve that issue if we have like Wi-Fi boosters around the house, so that will fix that.
Yeah.
But that's the main thing I want to focus on, is like kind of creating it, I don't know, make it better.
Yeah, it's good.
Eventually I'm going to have to, I feel like everyone in the chat loves the IRL streams the most, and I would like to continue doing them. But to get really good IRL streams, you're gonna have to get the stream. I forgot what it's called, but the old classic Asspizza setup, where basically you have to have a backpack. The backpack has this like giant modem in there. The modem is connected to a giant battery pack. The battery pack is connected to your camera, and you're using like actual DSLR camera, and like it makes it so your stream quality is like way better. But you have to carry this whole setup with you the whole time. I wouldn't be against it, but it's very expensive.
I could see you rocking it.
That shit's expensive as fuck. I heard just to pay for the service is like, a
Really?
monthly is like
A
probably
subscription?
100 or 200 thing. It's like paying your internet bill, but for
Damn.
your backpack or mobily.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But Jesus Christ, how do you wear this? This is so uncomfortable.
Really? I think it's hella comfy.
Also, how do you have like this long? I was complaining about this last time. It's just so incredibly uncomfortable. Okay, so you remember when we were doing the live stream the other day, I was telling you that there's this topic I wanted to talk about the about the sequoia seeds.
Oh yes.
All right, this conversation right here is gonna get a little bit deep, just like our conversation with the mystery man by the fire.
Oh god, here we go.
I'm
ready.
And also I kind of want the chat's help, because I feel like this is like could be a situation where I'm being dumb and not understanding shit correctly, but I don't want to I can do the whole thing to pull up the image of the sequoia seed, but you guys can just like open up another tab or use your phone or something like that to look up sequoia seed. Not sequoia, is it sequoia seed? Oh god damn, now I have to look it up.
God.
Hold on, I need to look up the name, so just to, is it a sequoia seed? No, it's not a sequoia seed. God damn it, I forgot the name of the seed, bro. What the wait, I have it in my topics. There you go. Good thing I wrote it down. Sycamore seed. That you remembered. Good job, baby. You do listen to me. Okay, so guys, if you can look up sycamore seed. If you guys are, I'm not sure where these things are fucking native to, but they're everywhere in fucking West Hollywood. Basically, I'm sure you guys have seen these things before. It's a seed that falls from a tree, but the seed has a wing on it, and the wing is kind of like flexed. Like, have you ever seen a propeller on an airplane? The propeller isn't like a flat propeller, it's kind of like twisted. The wing on the seed is twisted just like a propeller is. Same shit, right? And basically when the seed falls from the tree, it just starts fucking like spinning hella fast, and it could like fly further from the tree. It's like the tree's way of getting the seed further away, right?
Yeah.
And then this, like, I had a lot of experiences with the seed because it literally fucks with skateboarders all the time, where these seeds, tons of them fall all over the sidewalk, and then they're the types of seeds that will like get under your wheel and just stop you, and you'll like end up eating shit. So I've had a lot of experiences with them, and I remember a long time ago when I was like in high school or some shit, I remember like looking at one of the seeds, and I was looking at the wing, and I was like thinking about evolution, right? Evolution is like the most fit survive, like whatever like alteration that you're born with to your body that helps you survive compared to whoever else was born next to you, that's the thing that's going to get carried on in your genes or whatever, right? Like I don't know, like if someone was if some people like were, you can't just be born with a third arm, like shit happens like slowly over time, but basically alterations are made very slowly over time to help you adapt to your environment type shit, and then like the best alterations survive in species. And I started thinking about this seed, how it has this wing on it. This wing was an evolution, right? At some point, this seed was just a fucking seed that fell from the tree. And then, like, the tree figured out, or the seed figured out that, oh, with this wing, I can fly further away from the tree to help reproduce better, right? And I was just thinking that, like, the seed, for, like, it falls, like, for example, before it has the wing, right? When it falls out of the tree, it just goes, dink, it just falls on the floor, and then it fucking grows into a tree, becomes a tree, and then another fucking seed falls, right? And then like slowly maybe like a wing will start evolving. Literally just from that like 5 seconds of falling, somehow this 5 seconds of falling, this seed is able to understand aerodynamics, understand how air works, understand that there is air, and understand that like a wing will have this effect on air. You know what I mean? Like it makes sense for like a scientist to be like to like fucking invent an airplane and be like, this is what happens when you make a propeller, it makes force this way and all that stuff. But like I was like so baffled because I was thinking like, dude, this seed only has like 5 seconds to fall of information to collect for its, you know, the next tree to fucking like process that and then think about it and then like maybe make an alteration or whatever, right? And I'm just thinking like, that's fucking crazy, dude. Like, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that shit kind of like blows my mind,
it's crazy
dude.
that the plant evolved into becoming
a wing,
a propeller.
A propeller. But exactly. But the thing is, like, I understand.
Opposed to just a dropping leaf.
But yeah. But the thing is, like, I understand evolution. That's crazy, right? But what I'm getting to is like, this seed isn't like falling its whole life.
It adapts.
It literally only falls like for 5 seconds. And then like the tree takes like what, 10-15 years to grow, and then another fucking seed falls, and then another tree takes 10-15 years to grow. Like that's fucking crazy that out of that 5 second falling, like that is enough information for whatever evolutionary process there is in your genes to like understand and fucking and adapt. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. Like I understand if we spend our whole lives like fucking hunting cows, and then we're chewing on the meat, and then like slowly we're gonna start getting sharp teeth to help us like chew through the meat, right? Because we do it all day every day. We have to eat all day every day.
Yeah.
But the seed only falls once in its lifetime, and then it becomes a tree. Like that's crazy to me. Because the seed.
Because every different life form has different.
Like
different paths of life. Like obviously trees take longer to fucking grow and do all that. We have only a short amount of time where we have to evolve quicker.
Yeah, but the trees live longer.
Yeah.
But the thing is, then that adds like another question where the seed disconnects from the tree and falls, right?
This is too much.
No, just listen to this, right? The seed has to disconnect from the tree and fall, right? So once the seed disconnects, that's when it experiences the air, and that's when like that information like adjusts the evolutionary process to eventually form that wing. So the seed is the one that collects the information, or is it that the seed falls and the tree's like, damn, that seed didn't get too far. Next one, I'm doing this. Then that adds like, oh shit, trees can understand, you know, how successful their fucking birth rate is. Like it's so crazy, dude. Like I was thinking about this yesterday too, but I was just like, bro, I want to talk to someone who is like an evolutionary or like studies evolution, and I want to ask them about this sycamore seed because it's so interesting. Like I just want to know, am I just understanding evolution wrong? But the way I understand it is like this seed only has 5 seconds of fall time in its life to collect information, and then from that it somehow is able to build on that to form a propeller. Like that's crazy. That just means that a seed has a conscience, right?
I guess.
Like that just shows that even a seed can fucking
Every
like
species.
understand the world around it.
The circle of life is the same pretty much in every kind of species.
Bruh.
They're all just a little different though.
Okay, so here we go. E30s don't run wrote something. He says, Yuri, it's not the seed and the tree is learning from the moment. It's the seed that is made it further have better genetics and carries those genes to its offspring. The seeds that didn't. No, that's what I'm saying. E30s don't run is, but the if you look at the wing on the sycamore seed, it's fucking shifted. It like it fucking goes with. Like it fucking knows aerodynamics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and the seed only falls for 5 seconds. So I'm just kind of like wowed by the fact that, oh shit, oh,
Mr. Uchies dropped a bag $10. What's up, homie? Excuse that last DM, I was slipping, keep it low key.
no problem, Uchies. Thank you so much for the $10. And Uchies, I have your hat, bro. It's at the pad. Say seed one more time. Okay, so basically, I don't know. I need to contact some college and be like, yo, can I talk to your top student about evolution? Because
The sycamore seed specialist.
yeah, I want to talk to a sycamore seed specialist. Like, bro, I'm just confused, bro. I don't know. Yuri's a nature girl.
That's just life, baby.
Right? Like, I don't know. Does
That's life.
anyone understand what I'm talking about here?
Nature
Or am I tripping?
nurtures.
Am I just tripping, or is this like a valid thing?
It's valid.
No, it's valid.
The circle of life,
Wait,
babe.
do you understand what I'm saying, or am I tripping?
No, I get what you're saying.
You do?
Survival of the fittest. Darwinism.
Jesus
Natural
Christ.
selection.
Okay, hold on. Before we move on, let's give a shout out to our fucking sponsors. Shout out to fucking Stay Grounded, DEAD on Instagram. It's an Instagram account. If you guys are into the fashion world, if you guys are into buying drip, or if you guys are into like looking for new companies to like, you know, like buy clothes from or whatever, like low-key companies or like up-and-coming companies, or if you guys even have your own company and you guys want to get you know, other people, if you don't have the audience and yet and you want to get other people's opinion on your work, this is a great Instagram account to tap in with, because their whole thing is posting other people's work. They will post like on their story, they'll post like copper drop of like tons of different like articles of clothing from tons of different companies, and it basically gives you an opportunity to, you know, find out about new companies or get opinions about your shit. So if you guys are into either of those things, please tap in with Stay Grounded. And also, if you guys just fuck with us and want to support the podcast, this Instagram account, Stay Grounded, has been a continuous sponsor for literally probably like 5 or 6 months. So it really mean they've been supporting us for a long time, and it would really mean a lot if you guys can, you know, either drop a follow, drop a like, or even drop a comment saying Harmonious gang, shout to Stay Grounded or something like that, just to show that they're getting something in return for continuously supporting us. Shout out to Stay Grounded.
Shout out to them.
And also I want to give a huge shout out to Cushface J
Yep.
on Instagram. Wait, hold on. I need to pull up his thing that gives me more information. 1 secundo. We already, dude, like always, by the time we even get through all the sponsor shout outs for him, we already smoked all the product.
I know.
Speaking of which, this is gonna be our
No
last
smoke
day
November.
smoking, because we want to do no smoke November, or at least I want to,
We
because
can
I feel
talk
like
about it after.
I feel like I really need a break, but that has nothing to do with this sponsor right here. So if you guys are in the San Gabriel Valley or the Whittier area and are looking for quality meds for a good price, please follow and message at CushFaceJ_ on Instagram to get your order with Mellow Mobbin Medical Delivery. Must be 18 plus with medical recommendation, or 21 plus. Tell them Yuri sent you for a discount. Again, just follow and message CushFaceJ_ on Instagram to get your Mellow Mobbin medical needs. I've already had I'm not even joking, like 6 or 7 people who watch the podcast who have DM'd me showing that they tapped in with this dude and bought his stuff. So I'm super hyped that people are enjoying his product, and you know, he's getting something out in return for sponsoring us. So shout out to
Since
him.
we can't smoke for us and get them jumper from Kush Face J.
Exactly. And Kush Face J, just because we're taking a break doesn't mean we're not accepting weed anymore. We'll still take it. I'll just have it lying around. It'll be really hard. We can make edibles. I'm not against eating edibles because I just don't want to smoke, because I've been complaining about a crazy. Really? Honestly, we do need to do another edible stream soon.
Christmas cookies?
Christmas cookies. November cookies. What's in November? Nothing.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving cookies. You know what's a random thing I have in my notes? And I don't know if this is like kind of like, this is a really random theory that's probably wrong, right?
More scientific talk.
No, not so. This is about Asspizza.
Okay.
A lot of people, not a lot of people, but you know, like House Phone, and there's other people who are like, will be like, dude, I've ordered my Asspizza shit and I've been waiting for a minute. You know, it takes so long, blah, blah. Every time I've ordered from Asspizza, it usually comes pretty quick, but even when it doesn't, it still does eventually. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to be patient type shit. But I noticed that it's with the bigger drops. It's with the ones that usually that resell the most, that always lag the most to get over to you, right? And then I was thinking, what if, and I remember Asspizza posting this on his Instagram a while ago when he first did the Supreme triple logo drop, or he did some sort of drop, and he was basically saying that his orders were getting stolen in the mail. Like, his shit, so many people wanted his stuff that people saw that it was like Asspizza delivery, and they were just taking the packages, like delivery men were like stealing them and stuff. And then I was thinking, like, what if he's purposely lagging and like giving very little information on shipping dates and all that stuff, so that like it's hard to fucking track down his shit to steal it, because it does resell for a lot. And this is me just giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I feel like it just takes him a while.
Honestly, I do agree, because he posted.
I understand.
Dude, every time I tell myself it's my last time buying shit, he posts another thing, and I'm like, oh, I want that.
Dropping
so bad.
in 10 minutes.
You know he posted.
I'm like, wasn't the last one the last drop? 5 times ago?
Guess what? He's doing the last.
No.
You know, he's doing the last triple logo drop today, and guess what it is?
Long sleeve.
No, t-shirts. I think t-shirts and long sleeve. I think it might be t-shirts, but glow in the dark paint. I want it.
Really?
But we can't afford it. It's $100.
Yeah, no.
Very expensive. Well, it's worth it. You know, not that it's expensive. It's just that I went too ham on the last drop.
You got 2.
That's true. I got the white one and I got the black one. So I'm hyped about. And not the white one. I got the white gold and the black on black, which I'm hyped. So,
Fire.
and it's funny. I never thought I'd own anything Supreme.
I know. I'm rocking it today.
What's funny is like people still will sometimes DM me going like, is it a legit collab between Supreme and Asspizza? And if you guys check out the No Jumper vlog with where Asspizza talks about it, he says it is. But it was done in a very unique way where Supreme, usually when they do collabs, they're in charge of all the production and all the shipment, and like they're in charge of everything. They're just kind of like collabing with a certain person, and they'll like do artwork featuring that type of person or whatever. But he said that in this collab they provided these prints, and then he did the back print or whatever. So like he ended up like doing half of the production type situation. But apparently this is printed by Supreme.
Okay.
And also it has a Supreme tag in there too. You know,
It is?
if you check in there, it has a Supreme tag in it.
Oh,
You know,
I didn't even notice that. But it feels nice. It looks nice.
and I feel like also Asspizza is definitely big enough to where he's been talking about this for months already. He already been giving them out for free, like selling them, all types of shit. Would have seen a lawsuit by now. You know what I mean? Like people, there
Yeah,
would
you can't just do that, right?
Exactly. Especially like it's like maybe you could do it if you were small. You know, we could probably do some stupid like Tent Talks Supreme thing and like no one's gonna notice. But he would definitely fucking get a cease and desist or some shit like that.
Yeah. Well, shit.
Well,
What else
shit.
did you get?
Oh wait, in the package?
Yeah.
All right, so guys, we've been talking about this fucking Asspizza, this shipment I've been waiting for a
Gotta
while.
Spill the beans.
But we came back from the Joshua Tree trip, and the package was sitting on my fucking chair because my mom brought it in for me. But it came with this large triple box logo shirt. It came with the same thing but XL, and that one House Phone's buying that off me or whatever. And then it came with the pants too, the blue jeans, which I actually really fuck with. I do like. And then it came with like 5 fucking extra pins of these, which these pins are fucking awesome. And I already have so many different variations. And what's cool is Rylee notices there's like a pink sparkly one and a green sparkly one, which is like her favorite colors.
Yeah, like your shot glasses that broke.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know if you guys have noticed or not. Rylee and I kind of went on a photo shoot last night.
Yes, we did.
We took like one of these lights from the studio and like just took it all around the apartment. We're just taking all these random photos. I took photos of her. She posted photos yesterday, and I posted photos yesterday. And first thing I gotta say is the photos I posted was basically I was so happy about getting the Asspizza stuff that like we just took a bunch of random photos, and then like the last one is like something that I would never do, you know what I mean? But I just thought it would be like really funny. And honestly, the way you took the photo looks really cool too.
Yeah.
But that was just like one of the funniest photo shoots we've ever gone on. You know what's funny though is as I was going through the photo shoot like today in the morning, I think or last night, I noticed that it kind of like it looks like a storyline where first I'm like sleeping on the stairs, I wake up, and then like I'm standing up fixing up my pants, and then I go read a book, and then I go upstairs standing at the fucking desk, and then it finishes off in the kitchen with
You counting your money?
me counting my money. It's kind of like me taking you on a tour of the house almost, you know?
Right.
It's kind of funny.
It was so funny.
Yuriy Grande. Bruh. Rylee today in the morning was watching The Voice with Ariana Grande, and she just seems like she has no personality, dude.
Really? I like her. I think she's funny sometimes.
Did you hear the news
What?
about her ex?
Pete and Kim? I saw.
They're holding hands.
I saw.
There's no way he's too skinny.
There's no way in hell. I'm pretty sure they're cool too, Kim and her.
Wait, what do you mean? They're cool, like as friends?
Kim and Ariana.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. But like, Kim is how old?
40 something?
And Pete Davidson's how old?
30? I don't know. 20 something? 29?
It's kind of like different, you know what I mean? Like for like for her options of guys, but like, what if it was just like she was walking up some stairs and he's like, "Oh, here, let me help you." You know, like what if it was just something like that?
I know.
Like, you know what I mean?
It looked like they were on a ride or something.
I didn't see the picture. What was the picture?
I have to pull it up.
Here,
Can I pull it up really quick?
I'll pull it up.
It is so random.
Do you see like them even having sex? Like I can't see that.
Really? Maybe.
Maybe. Pete Davidson, Kim Kardashian.
Let's see.
Wait, they're on a ride.
Yeah,
Hold.
like they're on a ride.
They're on a ride.
Just
Oh,
friends.
the fingers are interlocked though.
I know. What the fuck? That's so weird. Just friends.
Who the fuck is that?
Where were they? Disneyland?
I don't know, but
Oh, Not Scary Farm. We just missed them.
wow.
Wow. We just missed
Pete
them.
and they're
Imagine
holding.
if we were there.
I know. We're like, what the fuck? Kim, you're a bitch. Not his.
Really? Kim, I love you.
Bro. What the fuck? Pete Davidson and
Why
oh wait,
why were they at Not Scary
wait. Why is the
Farm?
camera out of focus?
That's so weird.
It's a cool place to go.
I know, but why are they
But hold
there
on,
together?
I need to fix the focus on the camera. I'll be there. I'll be back in a second.
I didn't know they were cool like that. Oh, I know why.
even know they even knew each other.
Cause she was just on Saturday Night Live. They might be. Okay, now it's all clicking now. It's all clicking.
Oh, what if it's a skit?
No, it's not. I'm saying that maybe they are talking because she was just on Saturday Night Live. And so what if he came out here and they're like, oh, let's go to Not Scary Farm.
That's how
With
fucking.
Dorothy.
That's how Ariana Grande's relationship with him started too. She came on Saturday Night Live,
Oh, yeah?
and then he fucking did something to her. What the fuck, dude?
Wow.
Fuck Pete Davidson. You can never go to a Pete Davidson fucking concert ever, or
He's
what
not
a
a
performance.
singer.
Well, what does he do? The stand up. You can never go to a Pete Davidson stand up thing ever. He's like Drake. He's getting Kim Kardashian. You think Drake can get Kim Kardashian? Actually, apparently he already did that. Bro. Allegedly. That's fucking crazy. Yuri, do a 360.
Oh my.
I don't know. I don't see that happening. That seems weird.
Time will tell.
Either way, did you have any topics written down?
Let me see. I did a long time ago, but
Like, oh, we had 2 weeks to prepare.
I know.
We had the whole weekend, guys. Like I said, we're gonna be posting that Patreon vlog soon. I have had people DMing me saying like, "Yo, Yuri, we don't have what? Oh, what can we really say about that? Well, what is it, Alex or Eric? Alec. There you go. But I'm sure you guys have heard of it, the Alec Baldwin shooting situation. Have you been keeping up with the info?
No, have you?
A little bit. So basically, more and more info is coming out where every time there's like a movie production set and there's people working with guns, there's like people hired to be like the caretakers and like the people who look after to like load it with like fake bullets and all that stuff. And apparently the 2 caretakers of like who were like, their job was to look over the guns and shit, they've had but at the same time, this could be like lawyers just bringing this shit up to make them look bad, but apparently they've had like other complaints that they were kind of, unprofessional, and they would do dangerous stuff, and they would sometimes during a movie shoot, they would take an actual gun, like load up some real bullets in it just to shoot some cans for fun,
Really?
and then they would take the bullets out, put some fake ones back in there. They would just use the guns just to shoot around and have fun and shit, right? And people are saying that like some people are saying that's what they did before this thing happened, is there was like a break in the shooting and they took the guns out to shoot some cans, and they didn't realize that there was still one left in there or whatever.
That is so stupid. I cannot believe that that's even allowed.
Bruh.
That they could do that on their break.
And like the main thing that a lot
On
of
a
people
movie set.
exactly
It's so fucking weird.
the main thing a lot of people are bringing up is like, why do you even need blinks? I guess it does like add to like the realisticness of like your hand shaking, and like maybe you see a spark too and all that stuff, but I feel like you could do that all post. You know what I mean? Like especially in big movies with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. They should not be having fucking real guns on a movie set, period, and like playing with them.
Especially
break.
Playing with them. Yeah, that's what a lot of people
so
are upset
weird.
about.
What workplace does that? That's so crazy.
I honestly I think I saw something about how like those people might get charged with something. Alec Baldwin might not get charged with anything, but he's the one who pulled the trigger. Like that's the craziest part too. Is like he's the guy who pulled the trigger. He's probably like, bro, that's so fucked up, dude.
I know, that poor lady.
That's what like I was thinking about that too. It's like it's so scary. Like that lady spent her whole life working, probably building up to the point where she has that job at that position, because that's a hard ass job to get. You have to be really skilled and all that. She had to learn a bunch, do a bunch of shit. She had kids and a family. Was just at work, and then just gets shot. And then what's even crazier is like you'll hear stories of people getting shot numerous times and like surviving, like, and then getting shot again months later and then surviving. And then like there's other stories of people just getting shot one time and that's it. But apparently she got shot in an artery. She like bled out to death.
Yeah, that's fucking scary.
But also, if you have
She was the photographer, right? The director.
like she's the person behind the camera. But
So she was probably right there.
Exactly. And like the bullet went through her and hit the director. It hit 2 people.
I know. But he's okay, right?
Yeah, the other dude survived. But like one thing, if you're gonna use guns on a movie set, don't use them to play around, and then probably not even have real bullets around to begin with. You don't even bring them to the set at all to even add to the confusion. There should be only fake bullets. You know what I mean? Like no one should bring real bullets to that set. But also, God damn it, I was gonna say something else, like another layer of protection they could have added. What was I gonna say? I completely forgot. Oh yeah, if you're gonna have like a live gun on set and like with real bullets lying around, you should have an ambulance nearby. Why didn't they have an ambulance nearby? She had to get flown to by helicopter to a hospital where she died. It's like, even at skateboarding events, there's a fucking ambulance there. You know what I mean? Like, there's like always an ambulance at fucking certain events in case.
A real gun should not be mixed within the props, though.
The real gun is used to shoot blanks. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like just don't bring real bullets. You know?
Yeah. What the fuck? It's pretty self-explanatory. I just can't believe that happened. When Yuri told me, I was so fucking shook.
But
the only time that happened, I think, was from that movie, The Crow.
no, I was gonna say
There's a couple more times.
there's tons. There's
Really?
like there's hella the old Superman movie. Like one of the originals. One of the original Superman movies, one of the dudes died during filming, like falling from a high ass height. Like hella people die during movies. Like people don't talk.
I'm talking about getting shot in the movie.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about getting shot. Yeah,
Getting
wait,
shot
so the
in-
Crow got shot? Same
Mhm.
situation?
Bruce Lee's son, yeah.
Oh,
Brandon
yeah,
Lee.
yeah, bro. That's so fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Lee, did you see pictures of him? He looks.
He has long hair, huh?
He has long blonde hair. And he's just like looks like Bruce Lee, all chiseled and shit. Like he just looks like some fucking like Dragon Ball Z character, dude. I remember seeing pictures of him. I'm like, bro, like this fool looks unreal. He looks like an anime.
R.I.P. Oh my god.
Wait, hold on.
See that? Yep, that's him.
No, there's
He doesn't
a
even look like Bruce Lee.
wait. There's better pictures. Wait, where the fuck? Oh, here we go. Wait, no, that's not it. There's hella pictures of him as the Crow. I think after this Alec Baldwin incident, there's hella Crow pictures as well. Brandon Lee, blonde? I swear he was blonde at one point, bro.
Are we tripping? Wait, is this not Bruce Lee's son?
What if his name's not Brandon? Probably it's something else. Hold, let me see.
I thought it was Brandon Lee.
Bruce Lee son.
Yeah, okay, that's him.
Is that Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon Lee.
Never mind. I guess he didn't have blonde hair. But doesn't he look like fucking? I don't know. He just doesn't look like Bruce Lee. Looks like an American dude.
Mm-hmm. He looks. Oh my god, right there, he looks like the Australian guy.
Oh shit, he does.
Low-key.
He does look like the Australian guy. That's fucking funny. I don't know. Either way, R.I.P. Brandon Lee. That is his name, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's a sad story, though. I can't believe that happened.
Don't fucking bring real bullets to a fake shooting thing, dude. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand that. Well, let's see what else you had. You have hella stuff written down, actually. Oh yeah, Brian Laundrie found dead. People think he was eaten by pigs.
Yeah, what do you think about
It feels
that?
so unsatisfying.
I know.
Like, I'd rather have him in jail.
Me too. I think everybody would.
But the main thing that, like,
Do you think he was eaten by pigs, or do you think he killed himself?
he probably, well, if he probably was eaten by pigs, but that might not have been the cause of death. They probably just came across a dead body and started eating it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if they fucking fucked up his body hella and ate a lot of them, they're not gonna be able to tell what his original cause of death was. But you know, it could have been dehydration, or you know, just like not having enough food, or some
Yeah.
shit like that. Or maybe he was just attacked by pigs. Who knows? You know.
That's true.
But you know what I was gonna say is, like, I feel like the main thing that comes across from this fucking Brian Laundrie, Gabby Petito situation is like there's no winner, dude. Like there's no solution to this. Like, obviously they were having like some sort of fucking disagreement in that van or some shit like that, but like that was the solution.
Yeah, I was all for that.
Was to murder her and then murder yourself, and then now your parents might go to jail, and like everyone hates your family, and like they lose a daughter, and you guys lose a son. Like, bro, like what is it? Like, that's the solution to all this?
Yeah, it's what happens when people don't take a moment to chill before they get too crazy and react. Sometimes.
It's crazy.
I know. But sometimes it's just built in people.
But you know what's funny is, like, I feel like this is a really, really funny example that, like, there's a lot of people online who like to portray this, like, I'm vegan, I care about cows, I care about the world, I care about the environment, I care about all this stuff, and like they're fucking like meditating 8 hours a day, and they're just like, I'm so zen, they got crystals all over the house, and they just think they're so aligned, and then like you realize that like deep inside, like that's just all a cover up. You know what I mean? Like like some
For
people
sure.
some people really are like that. They really are all spiritually aligned and have all that stuff around their house, but I feel like some people
I know. I feel like a lot of people.
I feel like a lot of people see that they just assume that, oh, if I buy these clothes and I buy these rocks, I'll be my problems are going to be solved and I'll be a relaxed person. You know what I mean? Like, and they don't realize that, like, no, this person's actually like putting in work to be that relaxed. You know what I mean? They're not just buying rocks for no fucking reason. But there's a lot of people who will like just fucking buy all the aesthetic of being some hippie fucking hipster person and still be a fucking vile ass human being. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And what's funny is like a lot of people will hide behind that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people will be like, I'm vegan. I care about people. I would never be that type of person. It's like, no, vegans can, everyone's capable of everything. Everyone's capable of doing all types of shit. I just thought that was like the funniest part.
Totally agree with that. Totally agree with that.
Cause it's so funny. Like I always like, you would always see that shit on Instagram, like people just pretending to be all like,
yeah, I feel like if you're super
spiritually
extra
aligned,
with that shit, it's not real.
Exactly.
To a point.
Like for example, that Australian dude, like he was, you
could tell.
Yeah, just the way his conversations were, but also he was on drugs. It would be interesting to talk to him.
Enlightened.
Yeah.
Like he just seemed well cultured.
What's funny about him is like he was so like childish in a way too, where he was just like oh, you guys actually did research about all these cactuses and all this stuff before you came here? He's like, I just fucking, got touched by one of those cactuses and tried to take it off and made my situation worse. And like he was just saying that and then what's funny is at one point it was really dark and we had this flashlight and Rylee had to go use the bathroom. So I was like, yo, babe, go take this flashlight. And he's like, it's fine, your eyes will adjust and you'll be good.
That's when I knew he was high.
And then I was like, oh, she's actually really clumsy. And I was like, and then I was like,
it's pitch black out here.
And then as you were leaving, I told him, I was like, yeah, there's also like snakes around here. And I was like, I wouldn't want her to like accidentally step on a snake or something. And then he goes, what a pleasant experience it would be to accidentally run across a snake where it shouldn't be lying and have it bite you. And like it was so funny. Like every like kind of uncomfortable situation you could imagine happening to yourself, he would like take it as a positive, where he's just like, oh, that's such a sick experience. Like even the cactus, like he was talking about the cactus was like stabbing him, he couldn't get it off him, he was bleeding everywhere. He's like, I really got to experience like the cactus. It was so fucking funny, bro.
Yuri was like, at one point we're all looking at the stars and Yuri's like, it looks like a blanket with like a bunch of like sparkles on the blanket. He's like, you sure right, it does. We're all being tucked in by the universe.
Bro, that show's
tucked in by the universe.
You know what else is funny is he's actually he was doing this thing where we would have conversations, and whenever we would say something like something he would find interesting, he would write it down in his notebook. And that's something I've done before when I've done psychedelics before. But I already knew that as we were having these conversations and he was writing stuff down, I already knew that tomorrow he's gonna wake up, look at his notebook, and be like, what the fuck? Like, what was I saying? Like, why did I think this is interesting? Like, there was so many. We were talking about the lottery of the genes, and he's like, the lottery of the genes. Oh my god, genius! He's like, I gotta write this down.
The lottery of the genes. He was the best.
The fool was fucking hilarious. But either way, I don't know. I think about covers all the fucking shit we had to talk about. I feel like we're gonna do kind of a little bit of a short show today, just because we did say we're gonna meet up with Podlord and Allison today. So I think we might still do that. I'm going to hit them up in a second to see if they still want to meet up. I keep picking my belly button on the camera. I should stop doing that. I can't help it. Just out here. It's like, I don't know. Chill. Either way, guys, we can do like a little bit of an after show because I haven't got to read the chat and like talk to you guys. Okay. So we're going to do maybe a little bit of an after show right now. But guys, thank you so much for pulling up to this podcast. This episode of Tent Talks.
We appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you guys so much. Oh my god, Sloppy Poppy, I got you on the next fucking podcast. I completely fucking forgot, but I always shout out to Sloppy Poppy. I got you on the next one, dude. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please, if you guys can, please drop a like. We dropped a clip yesterday. It's not doing too well because I dropped it on a Saturday, and people are out doing shit on Saturdays and stuff. But if you guys can, please go to the previous video I posted on Saturday. It's a clip from an old episode of Tent Talks. Drop a like, a comment if you can. Check it out if you want. And also, if you guys can, please drop a like and a comment on this podcast as well. Not in the chat, but in the comment section. Drop a subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already.
And we'll see you next Sunday.
Have a happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
All right, now we're going to get into the after show. Okay, sweet. So now, Ryle, can I kiss Belly? What the fuck is up with Manuel? Is this how he really talks? He has this poor of English? Jesus Christ, Manuel.
Oh yeah.
All of his blood has left his head and has gone to another section.
Okay.
Slappy Poppy missing today. He called in sick. Oh my god. First time I seen Yuri in his belly button as Asher. Wait, what? Happy Halloween. Yuri looks like he gives that fiery gawk gawk.
Oh my god. It's one of them. Got a best friend.
Yuri, Manuel was hitting on you. Oh, Manuel, guess what? I'm taken. Get out of here.
Ooh.
Can I have one more too?
You want Truly or White Claw?
Truly. It's a Truly. Thank you, babe. The whole chat was hitting on Yuri. Really? Thanks, guys. I kind of like this type of attention. I don't know. Maybe should I take some of the photos you were taking last night
Yeah.
on the stairs?
Which one?
Riley's like, I'm gonna post this one. I was like, no. Fuck no.
Can you open this one? Go best friend.
Yuri forgot about me. Sloppy Poppy Worldwide. I'm okay. You know what, Sloppy Poppy? I got you on the next podcast as well. But guys, Sloppy Poppy is also another one of my sponsors. I forgot to shout him out. I forgot to include in my fucking topics right here. But guys, Sloppy Poppy Worldwide in the fucking comments right here. Please go check out his YouTube channel. He's trying to fucking grow it. He's trying to get to 100,000. I forgot how many subs he's trying to get to, but please go check out his channel. He also sponsored today's podcast, and it would mean a lot if you guys can go like, comment, subscribe, say some shit in his videos and shit. Check out Sloppy Poppy Worldwide. I also got you on the next podcast as well. Yuri wearing Riley's underwear confirmed. I see the G-string guy. You guys should have seen the first thing Rylee gave me to wear. I was like, fuck no. She gave me this like tiny little blue thing. I was like, you wear this? I was like, well, this doesn't cover anything. Do an opposite photo shoot for the IG. Oh, for the Halloween pics. We gotta post Halloween pics today. Damn, we've been posting a lot on IG. I haven't been posting this
Trying
much.
to up the content.
We should do that.
Joshua True is so fun.
Monick G. Abe dropped a bag $2 through Super Chat. Do an opposite photo shoot for the egg.
That would be really
Rylee Little Zan.
That's
I
a
do
good
look like
idea.
Little Zan right now. With my eyes.
Alright, hold on. Let me
My dark circles.
let me message Potlord.
Bandemic. This is a bandemic.
It's a pandemic. Go best friend. Get rid of her.
No. Wait on him.
Don't leave. Rylee, I like your hair. Guys, I think if we do end the stream and end up we might continue to be honest, but if we do end up leaving, I think we might end up doing another live stream, and it might be an IRL at Potlords. Alright, hold on. I'm texting him right now.
You really look like me though.
Thanks. Was that, are you saying I look feminine?
No. You look cute.
Thanks. Twerk Yuri. Oh, that was directed towards real Rylee. He loving that wig. No, I fucking hate it actually. Yuri, it appears there is a fake account of me on your stream. Be aware that that's not me. I believe in peace and love, and I hope you accept my sincere apology. Oh, the real Manuel Ferreira is here.
Oh fuck.
Wow. Let's have him on Tent Talks.
Go ahead.
Really? You would have Manuel Ferreira on Tent Talks.
No.
You would want him in our house? No, I would not even trust you guys to be in a room for a second.
Let's stop with this.
Look at that belly. Yep. I was trying to do a belly dance earlier.
Oh my god.
Is that it? We talking about Manuel? Unfortunately. Is it Manuel Ferreira a porn star? Yes.
Ferreira.
That's the issue. Ferreira does have a podcast on YouTube.
Does he?
Go drop some dislikes. No, I'm kidding. Why is Yuri shaking his fupa? Wow. We try to say I have a muffin top?
to you.
Up to you.
I'm down.
Alright, hold on. You're doing the fupa twerk, bro. Really? Elo, that guy's username is misspelled.
Should we finish this first?
Should we? Well, let me. Bless you.
Thank you.
Jeez Louise. Honestly, I don't know. I guess I'm not against the idea. Go kick it for a little bit.
You want to?
What else are we gonna do? We have nothing else planned, right? Maybe see something along the way or something. Give us an excuse to go out. But either way, guys, I think we will end this live stream right here. If we have service and if I'm allowed, we will do an IRL stream at Podlords because I feel like that would be interesting. Is that a Snooki wig? Either way, guys, thank you so much for pulling up during Halloween. We really appreciate it. I'm really gonna try to do another live stream once we get to Podlords. I'm fucking sorry, guys. Yuri rubbing his belly as if he's pregnant. I can't even push my belly out too much. Yuri looking like a hot librarian. All right. Either way, thank you guys so much.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, guys. I'm 300 followers away from 10K. Ooh. And Rylee finally hit 4K. Hey. Congratulations. Shouts to the... Oh, my God. I forgot to let the Patreon names fly earlier, too. Shouts to the fucking Patreons. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night. Have a happy Halloween.
Good night. Happy Halloween.
And peace. He about to hit